Hello, welcome to KuztumOGT. I am just seeing something that I want to react to. One of our two great mods for the channel when we do live streams, Pixie and Rob. They're great people, and I feel bad for Pixie because she's a huge Zeppelin fan, and well, kind of heard everything Zeppelin's done, so there were some that I had not, but now I have, for sure, pretty sure. But found something. So this past Tuesday, it's the 30th now. So March 24th, Robert Plant just walked into a tiny New Orleans jazz club and turned Led Zeppelin's Black Dog into something completely new. Dark, moody, and dripping with jazz swagger. Backed by the Preservation Hall Jazz Band, his iconic rock vocals melted into brass and blues, creating a version so hypnotic that one fan called it swampy, moody, and downright delicious. Sounds like jambalaya. The food and the song. This all went down at midnight. Preserves the Jazz Fest legendary late night series where surprise guests take the stage for once in a lifetime performances. Plant's unexpected appearance was just a highlight. It was proof that when rock and jazz collide in the right place at the right moment, music history gets made. Yeah, I would add blues and country. I still have had someone prove me wrong that Hank Williams was not the original music innovator, we'll call it. Zeppelin, Sabbath, the Beatles, they were all very much part of the beginning of rock and roll. Of course, Elvis. Robert Plant idolized Elvis. Bob Dylan's one of them people in there. Chuck Berry. Well, all of them cite Hank Williams as being one of their favorite songwriters. Yes, including John Lennon and the Beatles, including Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones, U2, Bono. They all used to listen to Hank Williams. Hank Williams was taught by African American jazz blues musician T-Top. This is why no offense to Elvis, but Ray Charles called Elvis a wannabe imposter, but yet didn't have nothing bad to say about Hank Williams, which Ray Charles is actually who introduced Hank Williams to the African American community. But all that aside, this is 420. That's so cool. I'm very interested to see what Robert Plant in New Orleans did to Black Dog. Yeah, ready. Let's do the damn thing. For you, Pixie.
Now that road keeps it still like a flipping heart.
great. So Robert Plant just walks in a bar one night singing karaoke. There's a contest, Elvis contest. He enters. He ends up against either a Laotian or a Vietnamese midget Elvis impersonator, and Robert Plant loses. That's what this reminds me of. He tells that story a couple different times. That little Elvis impersonator beat him. And of course, Robert Plant sang into his whatever bar of soap in the shower, emulating Elvis and imitating and very much influenced by Elvis. And Elvis coming from Tupelo, Mississippi. Was this in Mississippi? No, it was in New Orleans, but yeah, not too far apart. Still Cajun country. So, yeah, I mean, I imagine that's why Robert was there, around the birthplace of Elvis. This is not too far from Muscle Shoals, where some of the greatest music ever was recorded. All those bands I mentioned before. I love Robert having fun. I love the little drum set. They're having a ball. Love it. I'm not muting it again. Fuck it. Oh, I didn't tell you. Yeah, never mind. I messed up. Get it, boy! Get away! Oh, baby, you got real bad. Well, that's all I got of it. Yep. Good enough for me, man. What the hell am I doing? There. Yeah, Robert Plant, good job, man. Whoever got that, thank you. That was on Facebook, so I don't know who to give the credit to. I'll put the link in the description if you go to Facebook or whatever, Facebook. And yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, this makes me smile. Um, you know, every geography, y'all can come at me if you want. Every geography gets credit for it being their kind of music. Norwegian music, or Swedish music, or Australian music, or Asian music, or European music, American music really don't, and I get it because of the screwed up system that the music industry is, that almost demanded for a long time that you have to come to America to be successful, worldwide, mainstream, and they're saying they're denying that, and I don't know why. There are just as many American songs protesting this Hollywood system, Motown, New York, or Hollywood. So it made Muscle Shoals special. Pretty much had to go to RCA, MCA, or Motown, or country. Um, yeah, there's probably some I missed, but you had to go to the Skinner things about working for MCA. Um, the the guy that ran the one in New York. Anyway, that's my point. But basically, the blues, rock and roll, country, it was all born right here in the USA, Southern Appalachia. Um, Now you can dispute that, but all the mainstream characters come from there, and the whole infusion of what became rock and roll, that's what inspired the Beatles and Rolling Stones. Everything else was the blues, gospel, and country, a southern sound, um, a nature, an organic sound that was came from Native Americans and African Americans and Americans from all over the world made music that had soul and it rocked and inspired the world to be more musically inclined. And that could have had something to do with we had the stations first or something. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is Michael Jackson, Hank Williams, and Elvis. I know Michael comes from Gary, Indiana. But soul music comes from at least the East Coast, from Motown down through Memphis, down to Florida, and over to Cajun country. So yeah, mental health is real. Music is beautiful. Keep on rocking in the free world, like Neil Young said. Rest in peace to all those great rockers. And shout out to the Hank Juniors and the Robert Plants and the whoever else is still touring at 110 years old. They're kicking ass. I love them. Love them for it.